Oh, man. I really need to be quiet. I have neighbors.
What? Kenji.
Think.
Whoops. Sorry to break up the moment, folks. Technical difficulties.
Great, so much for my flirting.
They shot each other.
Man, I had a good one for Milk Girl, too.
Wait a minute. That doesn't count as a murder, though, does it?
Yes, it does.
Ooh.
2 bodies have been discovered. A certain amount of time will pass and then we'll hold a trial. You know the deal.
Wait a minute.
Jesus.
Reality is falling apart.
Reality slips forward. Investigate.
I'm going way over here. What's this line of blood?
Well, I imagine it has to do with his...
What?
I imagine it has something to do with his court.
Probably. Yeah, I guess we'll look at the corpses.
Alright. Taking a look at Kenji's corpse, you notice that he has a gunshot wound straight in the chest. Based on the blood pattern and the fact that it was Reynolds, you can assume that he did not die instantly. The pistol he seemed to be holding was still roughly in his hands as he died.
Can I look at the pistol too?
Yeah.
Cool. Then I'd like to do that.
Well, yeah.
Is there any
Well, you
bullets
notice-
left in it?
You notice 2 pistols laying across from each other on the They came from the Hope's Peak Information Building. There are no bullets remaining in either pistol. Give me just a second. Roll 20's being fucking slow.
Man, everything's working against you today.
Yeah?
So much for flirting.
So much for getting laid.
An additional thing to do might be to check inside the pockets of each body.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Alright. You check inside Kenji's pockets. You find what seems to be a scrumpled little note. Reading it, you see, or read, "We'll meet at dawn then, if it comes to it. You know the plan. I pray that whatever gods may exist that will find a way out by... But we know what we have to do to save their lives. We both know it very well."
I guess technically, even if they did kill each other, I guess it is technically a murder.
Alright, what are you checking out now, folks?
I'm checking her body.
Ah, her body. You checking out her body, you can tell that she has a gunshot wound straight to the head. Based on the blood splatter and the bullet's entry point, you can assume that she was killed instantly.
Check her pockets.
Checking your pockets, you find a note that is quite long. So buckle down as we read it.
Oh, god damn it.
Pop
To
it up
whom
on
it
the
may-
screen so I can read along.
Okay. Alright. To whom it may concern, if you're reading this, cliche not intended, I'm likely dead. I wanted to write my account of my experience here in the city book, in case my discoveries and theories possibly help save you all in the future. First of all, the obvious point. The mime is not who we thought he was, not by a long shot. I don't believe he was ever supposed to be a student in Hope's Peak. I believe he somehow infiltrated this group. As a spy, as a mastermind, or as an excited, mute fanboy, I couldn't tell you. I don't, however, believe he is evil or plotting to hurt us. I believe he would have shown his true colors by now. He had several opportunities to murder they simply did not take of, regardless of the disparity of the situation. And my own reconnaissance of his daily activities turned up nothing dangerous. He seems to just exist. In what manner I can only try and guess. Though I suppose this note being found means I failed to find the answer. Another conclusion I came to. I don't believe we're the only ones in this sort of situation. Prior to now, we had no clue what had happened in regards to us in Hope's Peak Academy. Whether they were all safely doing their classes and we were simply abducted or what. However, I have reason to believe this killing game is widespread. You see, I played the Russian roulette information quite a few times. And by quite a few, I mean all the way to the max difficulty. I figured my life was a small price to risk if it meant I could crack the code of this place and save those who remain. I simply got lucky, I suppose. and the information I discovered was this. There are several classes in Hope's Peak who, presumably, were forced into a similar situation based on the information I. At first, it was just a list of names, but soon more and more on. Eventually, after beating the last level, I found the supposed mastermind's plan, along with their name. There's only one problem with that. The mastermind is not only not in our class, but they're dead and have been dead for a long time. Given what I learned about the timing of these events, it brings up several issues. For one, Monokuma's appearance in our class. I'd like to pose a question to those reading this who may understand. If the mastermind of Class 7-8's killing game is dead as we speak, and you consider the timing of these events compared to our own situation, such as freshly entering Hope's Peak not too long ago, how are we here? How is this happening? I can't come to a conclusion no matter how hard I think. Were our memories wiped somehow, or is it something else entirely? That is a question I unfortunately do not have time to figure out. As I write this, dawn is coming. I pray that by some miracle I may make it out of this day alive. I pray I may get to see Asuka another day and escape with her. But unfortunately, I've always been a realist, and reality is that I have nowhere left to run. Everyone seems to be having a good time. I got to give y'all a little something. There you go.
Charging battery.
So, any thoughts? What are y'all thinking?
When I find who you are, you're dead.
I wouldn't
That's
laugh
funny
about that
coming
little
from
there.
That's funny coming from you. With that, he simply bounded off into the darkness.
What I think. What do I think? I think they were both supposed to be suicide, but I think someone got shot. I think Kenji got shot by someone else.
That's what the evidence is leading us to believe.
And as for Choshi, she
One
was shot
gun
in the
is missing.
head. She was shot in the head. Could have been her trying to get more information. Well, she said she made it to the final level of the Russian roulette game.
We'll have to think about that
Well,
later.
since I'm right here, thought I should go ahead and tell you guys. You've got about another minute before I kick y'all to the trial room.
Uh-oh.
What? Why so short of time?
There's not all that much evidence to get. Sucks to be you.
Figures.
I am going to force the AI to commute a reason to commit suicide when I get out of here.
Well,
No.
all I can suggest
you're
is
not.
we rush the fuck into the computer room.
That was what I was thinking.
Do you think there'd be anything in there?
Well,
Maybe.
the only other truthful I could think of is the gun. There's one missing.
Is there one missing? Is the question.
There were
Well,
3
I
guns.
will allow you to find out.
Okay. Are we on a wild goose chase doing this? Guess we're about to find out.
I think she intentionally wants us to guess where to go next for a truth bullet.
Well, there's the gun.
Yeah, there were 3 guns on the table prior.
Is okay.
So-
Well, I want to check the gun.
Checking the gun, you see that it has 1 bullet firmly loaded into it. And it appears to have not been tampered with in it.
Has
Shit.
it been recently fired?
Not at all.
Fuck.
Oh, something I should tell you guys is that every morning I refresh these guns. And by that, I mean I make sure they're properly here, replaced, and have their bullets. And if anyone takes these guns out of these rooms, I take them back. So don't worry about anyone holding on to them. Let me update the pistols information with that. Nope. As soon as this thing decides to work, I guess I'll just put this back on while you do. Shit. The pistol's bullet has been updated. Do you have enough time to investigate? Matters not. Make your way to the trial room. It's time to get this over with.
Well, hopefully we have what we need.
Let's just hope.
Give me just a moment. Get everything set up. Everything's kind of away. Fuck. Roll 20, please. Stop being slow. Fucker. God damn it. I want to go. I want to go. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Second. Alright. Let me just drag y'all to the pre-trial. Or not the pre-trial, the outside the room. Or Monokuma, the big motherfucker, is waiting.
Boy, you're alive!
Everyone's alive! Or furries.
Oh wait, are they accidentally here? Whoops.
Yeah, furries there.
No!
No!
It's
Sorry.
across yet again!
Sorry.
Second execution.
Hey, can we talk about how there's 6 people left? And we're not even done with the trial yet?
We don't like one of them.
Well, you're a moody bunch, aren't you? Thought you'd have a little more spring in your step. Excited to figure out what happened to your dearly departed friends. Or did you just not care about them?
You're going to die, Bear.
I invite you to try.
Before we start, I'd like to point out that the note in Kenji's pocket is blank.
What?
Say
The
what?
note in Kenji's
No, it's not.
pocket, truthful. It is for me.
It's not blank
Just-
here.
Just close it and reopen
It's still not working. It's like faded out.
Open a different bullet, then open it back up.
Nope. Here, I'll just refresh the roll D20. There we go. That did it. Oh boy.
Oh, Lord. This is a lot harder to guess this time.
I can't move the secretary.
You can't?
I can't either. I don't...
If someone wants the secretary, let me know.
I do.
Can't move the Twitch streamer either.
I need
Yeah,
the
they're kind of
secretary.
fucky, just tell me.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
think I want
actually,
the- I want the
You
secretary, too.
misunderstand.
Yeah.
You can only guess one. Maya.
Oh, fuck that. Then who...
We're all gonna guess the secretary. Much as I hate the Twitch streamer, I don't think he did it.
I'll just create another copy of her really fast, just in case Aeon wants it. Just let me know if you want to move it. It's kind of fucky. I accidentally deleted some, and I didn't use the right movable tokens.
Alright, no problem. Just thinking it over.
I feel like this is gonna be like a murder-suicide.
It happened
Like-
before.
Like she shot him and then killed herself.
Wait a minute.
Are we gonna execute a dead body?
That's my guess.
Really? Alright.
I
In
don't
that case.
want it to be my guess, but
In
none
that
of the
case,
truth
it's
bullets
okay.
prove it's not.
And also, I'd like to point out that there will be no minigame. There will be no minigames in this trial.
Just non-stop debate.
Yep, just talk. Get it out.
Yikes.
It's gonna be a quick one.
Mm-hmm. And that was kind of the intent. Alright, well, if that's all you got, let me just a memento.
Would've been funnier if we all just guessed the same person.
I thought
then none
about
of
it,
us
but
were
it's
right.
better for us to cover our bases here.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, this isn't really that important other than guessing right.
Honestly, like, literally next trial, like, if we all guess someone else, there's a chance one of us will get it right.
Yeah, that's true. I believe in my mind buddy, so I won't be suspecting him. I don't really know anything about the milk lady. Oh, hi.
I know a little bit about her. Oh, we're all split up now?
Yeah.
Keeps it
6
even-
left.
even circle. Why not?
Here, you know what?
Oh.
There you go.
Aw.
Now I'll get to be on the same side.
Oh, I wanted to sit next to her.
Shit. Alright. It's time to get into it, folks. I've not written this out, but I know what needs to happen. You mind telling me what happened this time?
There are 2 dead bodies.
Alright, and? Did you figure out who did it?
It's pretty obvious.
Looked like a
Matt-
suicide.
I mean, they were both found out dead.
Like they had a game of high noon.
I think McCree's ultimate is the worst. It's too easy to get slept or stunned.
God damn it.
Does anyone know what
Anyway,
he's talking about?
back on topic. This clearly was premeditated, and it was, I think it's fair to say, the culprit is not in this room.
Not in this room. You're saying one of them whack jobs killed each other.
And then themselves.
What happened, I believe, is that they met up at dawn with pistols, as is cliche. Because if someone did not die, a murder did not occur, then we'd all be dead. So what I put forth is that they met up in a western duel,
Yeah.
but both ended up dead.
Yeah, I see. But who killed who and who ended up dead?
It's clear. Kenji killed Choshi instantly, but before she died, she was able to shoot him in the stomach, and he slowly bled out, whereas Choshi died instantly.
No.
Do you have any proof? Anything? I don't understand.
That's...
Hey, Skittles, if you want, you can know that's wrong, Maya's claim.
I'm thinking... Yeah, no, that's wrong.
Yeah, same.
Choshi was shot in the head. That would have been an instant death. So, I believe Choshi shot first, and then possibly shot herself.
There's also something else you're forgetting about.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kenji wasn't shot in the stomach.
What?
He was
Kenji was
shot
shot.
in the chest.
No, well, you know, that's not what I meant.
Chest, stomach, whatever.
Remember the crime scene distinctly. In fact-
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? I'll let you guys take another look at it.
What?
I'm gonna let you guys take another look at the crime scene.
Okay. Thought I
Something
pretty much had
about
it nailed.
this, something about this is important. something else that disproves, or potentially disproves, that Kenji is the one who killed her. It's also in your bullets.
Okay, well, it doesn't tell me entry point.
Does it have to do with the pistols?
It has something to do with the way his body is sort of in blood is positioned.
Well, he moved after he was shot, clearly.
Yeah, so doesn't it make more sense that he was the one who shot, sorry, he was the one who was shot? He was shot in the chest, so it wouldn't be an instant death.
Well, yeah.
The blood spatter could have been created by him falling down, moving around a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't get it. I'm sorry.
Sorry, did I do something wrong? Oh god.
I don't know.
No, I understand.
I
I understand.
Okay, good.
I'm glad.
Sorry if I'm a little pissed off. Two people that I really, really liked, and probably my two best friends here, are now fucking dead.
That's fair.
You and me both.
Did this happen because of the time limit?
Must have. And I can
Think
prove
so.
that with the note in Kenji's pocket, which says, when we had done that if it comes to it. We know what we have to do to save their lives. Because they wouldn't kill each other out of, wanting to get away with a murder. They did it to save the rest of us.
What a bunch of idiots. To be honest, it probably would have been better off if we were all dead. There's a very simple reason for that. You know that, Asuka?
Did it shut your mouth before I throw you in the fire?
It's because I'm still alive.
I swear to God, I will kill you myself.
We can rectify that right here if you want.
You just might. Anyway, with that established, so you guys really think that Choshi killed Kenji?
Possible.
I believe Choshi shot Kenji in the chest, and while Kenji was down on the ground, he aimed his pistol before he died and shot Choshi in the head.
Oh.
Would you have any way of proving that?
Yes, because Kenji's body, bloodstains near him showed movement of blood, and he died with the pistol in his hand.
And he didn't have any bullets.
Ah, yes, that's where you're wrong, poor sweet Asuka. You don't seem to pay attention anymore, do you? You must have lost your touch after all your friends died. Nothing left to fight for. Nothing left to think about. Except petty revenge. Let me actually explain what happened for the people at home. Let's take another look back at the crime scene. Whoops. Oh, wait. Why didn't it go down like this?
I figured she shot herself, but it makes more sense.
There you go, sorry. If you pay attention to the blood splatter and the way the gun is positioned, it makes far more sense that the bullet entered the side of her head, not the front. And the blood splatter came out from the side. There's no way he could have gotten an angle that would have allowed him to kill like that.
Didn't I say that? I mean, basically.
So I think you already knew that to an extent. I think you don't want your poor, sweet Choshi to end up a murderer and death, huh? Is that it? Is that why you're defending her? Constantly trying to put it on
Shut
Kenji?
up.
Or do you not really care?
Shut up.
Why don't you make me? Then we'll have a new Blacken to fight over, won't we?
After 3 seconds. I like to walk up and just kick him in the fucking chin.
don't. This motherfucker's going to die, and I'm gonna be the one to do it. Fucking hell. I hate him with all my being.
Well, the problem with this is that all sounds good, but I mean, we have no evidence. It's set up so little that we just. What if we make a mistake? What if we vote wrong? What if we all end up dying? Are we gonna take the risk, or do we just... I don't know. What would Choshi have wanted? What was the point of all this?
It was to save us. At least that's what they were hoping to do.
Tell you what. I'll give you a few more minutes to debilitate on it. Go over your facts, make sure everything's good, and then we're gonna vote. Sound good?
Guess so.
Well, there's only one thing that makes sense to me of how this could have gone down.
This is your last chance. Go over it. Make sure you guys vote correctly.
What?
This is your last chance. Last bit of discussion. Make sure you have all the facts cleared. Not making very good use of it.
You've given us nothing.
That's kind of the point. Just talk over it. Go over what happened one more time. It's not difficult, you just need to make sure you get it right.
Okay, Secretary Lady shot herself. Kenji lived long enough to move around. Is it
How about
possible that the Secretary Lady had 2 bullets in her gun instead of 1?
Well, that still
Maybe
doesn't
shot
explain how the
Kenji.
other one disappeared.
She maybe shot Kenji fatally to ensure that he would die, and then she shot herself to ensure that she wouldn't get a horrible execution.
That could be.
Really the only thing I can think of.
She would have. But we didn't look for bullets.
And
Yeah, you didn't know how many bullets were in each. You didn't know how many bullets were in each gun. You just
all we
knew
know,
that.
all we know is
just
that
knew-
both of them were empty.
Mm-hmm.
I. Unless they switched guns or something.
I mean, that wouldn't make any
She,
sense.
she shot him in the chest and then took his gun and shot herself.
That could be possible.
Damn.
There's nothing more to go over. That's it.
There's not a lot to go over at all.
Nope. Well, in that case,
Either way, either whatever happened, I'm pretty sure Choshi shot Kenji.
well, in that case, it's time to lock in your votes. Your votes. Yep.
Volts.
Time to lock in your votes. Who's
If we're
everyone
wrong,
voting for?
if we're wrong, this ends now.
I'm gonna be incredibly
Mhm.
disappointed if this ends now.
Well, take your votes. We'll find out, won't we?
Choshi.
The only thing that makes sense.
Maya.
Choshi.
Well, before I give you the results, I thought there's one little thing I scrapped from the crime receipt that you might appreciate reading.
What?
I couldn't leave it there because it would have spoiled the secret. I had to give you at least a little bit of attention. It appears to be a little note that our little Miss Choshi wrote not all that long ago. Let's take a look at what it says, why don't we? Knowing Monokuma, you'll likely not hear of this note until after the trial is forced upon you, since this would give away what happened. And I know the bear loves his mysteries. Even if we set this up purposely, it'd be as easy to solve as possible. The herbalist and I had a talk about the execution notes that were being handed out. And the conclusion we came to is this. With the clues found in these 6 buildings, we believe that those who remain will solve this mystery and get out of here. If we must sacrifice our lives to that end, and for the sake of those who died, and for the sake of preserving those who remain, we will gladly do so. With that in mind, we set this duel up. We intended it to be extremely easy to solve. Simple standoff on the street. The pistols from Hope's Peak Info. 10 paces back turns, just like in the movies. Our agreement was whoever won the duel won the right to live for a little longer, and to break the news to everyone. Yes, our intent was to have the survivor come forward and turn themselves in, so there was no further risk of bloodshed. Our intent, after all, is not to get away with murder, but rather keep the rest of you from being executed. The unfortunate part of the situation is that, regardless of the outcome of the duel, we were both destined to die no matter what. Be it by our opponent and our partner's bullet, or one of Monokuma's horrid executions. There was truly no getting out alive if we were forced to face each other, and, try as we did to solve the mysteries and wait it out, we ran out of time. The duel had to happen, for the sake of preserving life. You've likely figured this out already, but I indeed won the duel. But not through any sheer skill or nuance. No. He gave me his gun. And he said, "Take my life. Take my life and claim what's yours, for the sake of everyone else." I knew there was no going back, no way out if I wanted any of you to live. I couldn't just kill myself and leave him with the blame. I couldn't do anything like that. How did I write here? So I took the shot. Even though we agreed to turn ourselves in, I couldn't bear the crushing despair I felt at the thought of facing you all. I've never been one to crack under pressure. I've never found difficulty in doing what I'm told, doing what I'm supposed to. That's how I got in this mess in the first place. I worked myself to the bone at times to get countless hours managing our company and doing everything I had to in order to ensure success. That's how I was raised, and that's what I believed. Success to me is defined by constant progress and movement. Even if that progress is at a turtle's pace, working towards what you believe and what you want in life is how you survive. It's how you make something of yourself. Even if your beliefs aren't as grand as managing a company, even if they're as simple as making yourself happy, or getting what you want out of life, being happy with someone, that goal is your success, and every step you take is progress towards it. But I simply could not turn myself in. For once here, at the end of my life, I'll take action for my own sake. To prevent the suffering that my appearance at that trial would only bring, I choose to die by my own hand than the bear. I reluctantly choose to never face the one I love again, so she doesn't have to see me as a murderer, as a traitor. Even if we agreed this was for the sake of everyone else, I never wanted to come to this. I never wanted to take another's life, but for the sake of protecting her and the rest of you, I'll do what I must. I'm sorry to have caused you all trouble, but I hope in death you'll understand why I did this, and why this happened. And, Asuka, I'm sorry I never got to properly take you out and learn more about you. Please, for my sake, for Kenji's sake, and the sake of all those who gave their lives to this twisted killing game, the answer is in the city. Please find a way to end it all. That's all I want. Isn't she a sweetheart? Anything to say, any of you?
You're not gonna get away with this.
And what makes you think that?
Because I will take you down if it means I have to give up my own life. I will chase you to the end of the fucking earth.
You sound like everyone else. And you know where they are right now? Bloodied, torn apart, shredded to pieces, shot in the head. That's where reckless optimism like that'll get you. But hey, throw a fit if you want. just makes a murder more likely. And that's what I'm in it for. Anyway, you got it correct. My business here is done. I'll see you all at the next trial. So I guess the question now is, what does one do?
Leave. I'm leaving.
I think that's a fair thing to do. Well, in that case, I'll take you all back to your tents. But I will say she wasn't wrong. You have the answers. All that's left now is for you to use them.